And hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are making one of these adorable pumpkin border cluster. It is perfect for a gift and I'm making mine for my friend. She invited us over for Thanksgiving. And because she doesn't want me to bring anything, I decided to surprise her with this gift. If you need something quick and easy, this is the project. I know it's last minute, but you can use this through the whole year. You can switch the colors to make it look more like an apple or orange. Just switch the colors as you wish. These are the materials you're going to be needing. I'm going to put all the information in the description box. For those that would like to have more of a written instructions, I am also giving you a free pattern to download for free. And I am working on a diagram for you to follow through better. I am going to be using a 5mm crochet hook, which is the one that is recommended in the label of the yarn. And these are yarns that I'm suggesting. You can change colors as you please. So let's get started. Designs, unique expressions. We are going to start with the magic ring, wrapping your yarn like this, like an X, holding it here. Putting your hook under this one on top of the other one and pulling through, closing the ring but not completely because we're going to work in the ring. We're going to secure it with one chain. And then we're going to make 10 half double crochet here in the ring. Yarn over, put your hook inside. Pull the yarn through. Now you have 3 loops in the hook. Yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops. That was our first half double crochet. Now we're going to make 9 more, 10 in total. Making sure I have 10 stitches, and I'm going to join right here with a slip stitch to close this round. For round 2, we're going to continue making half double crochet, but we're going to make increases in each stitch. We're going to start with 2 chains. This is going to count as your first double crochet. We're going to put another one here in the same stitch that we joined. And we're going to continue in the next stitches 2 half double crochet in each, making increases. You should end with 20 half double crochet. I will meet you at the end of round 2. Now we are at the end of round 2. We're going to close here on the top of the 2 chains with a slip stitch. To start round 3, we're going to make 2 chains and we're going to continue making increases in each stitch around, total of 40. Don't forget to add another half double crochet here in the same stitch that you joined. And remember, your 2 chains count as a stitch. Continue making half double crochet all around and I'll meet you at the end of round 3. Okay, so now I'm at the end of round 3 and I'm going to join here on the top of the 2 chains with a slip stitch. And to start round 4, we're gonna start with 2 chains as well, and then 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Okay, so make sure you finish with 40 half double crochet for round 4. Make sure you grab this stitch here on the top. It is the first half double crochet of your previous round. Continue making half double crochet on each stitch. This round you don't do increases, and you should end up with 40 half double crochet. I'll meet you at the end of round 4. To start round 5 with a pumpkin border. We are now at the end of round 4, and I wanted to point this out. Don't forget this stitch. If you're not sure, count your stitches. You should have 40. So if you're missing one, it's because right here is kind of hidden, but you need to grab this one here. Okay, so let's do the last half double crochet. And then we're going to join right here on the top. And this is where we start round 5. Making sure we grab the second chain from here at the beginning of round 4 and close with a slip stitch. To start round 5, we're gonna make 3 chains. One more. And then in the next stitch here, we're gonna make a double crochet, yarn over, put our hook here in the next stitch, trying to grab it, it's kind of hard. Over, pull it through. Now we have 3 loops in the hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through the first 2 loops. Now you yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops. Okay, so for this one, next one here, we're gonna make another double crochet, but this is where we're going to change color to the orange. Okay, so now we're gonna make another double crochet, yarn over, put our hook here in the next stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, put it through the first 2 loops, and leave these 2 loops in the hook. Now we're gonna yarn over, but with the orange yarn. So this is the time to introduce the orange yarn to the project. And remember, we're not gonna be fast enough. We're gonna continue carrying all the colors in the back. And I'll show you how. Very simple. We're gonna just grab this yarn and pull it through, making sure you leave a tail to weave in at the end, okay? So yarn over, pull it through with the orange yarn, okay? Now we're gonna make a cluster of 4 triple crochet. Gonna yarn over twice, gonna put your hook in the next stitch, pull the yarn through. Now you have 4 loops in the hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through the first 2 loops. Have 3 loops in the hook, yarn over twice again, insert the hook in the same space, yarn over, pull it through. Now you have 6 loops in the hook, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, now you have 5 loops in the hook, yarn over twice, insert the hook in the same space, pull it through, yarn over and put your hook through the second loop. Now you have 7 loops on the hook and 3 here. So you're gonna make 1 more, yarn over twice, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, and you should have 9 loops in the hook here and 4 triple crochet on the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to introduce the green yarn to make the stem. Same concept, we're not gonna cut the yarn or anything because we're gonna continue working with 3 colors. We're gonna yarn over and pull the yarn through all these loops with the green yarn. This is a little tedious, you might find it a little hard, but just be patient. Pull it through all the loops. Now leave a long tail to weave in at the end. We're gonna make sure that this is tugged and tight. Don't pull too strong, just tug it a little bit. Now we're gonna secure this cluster with a chain to start working on the stem. Okay, so this is already one pumpkin completed. To work the stem, we're going to make 3 chains. And we're gonna work down here 2 slip stitch. On the second chain from the hook, you're gonna make 1 slip stitch. And on the next one, another slip stitch. This is how it's starting to look. Now we're gonna make another slip stitch here on the top, the loop that we created. But instead of pulling the green yarn, we're going to switch to beige. Okay? So the way to do that is by finishing the slip stitch with a beige, pulling it through these 2 loops, and now we're ready to crochet with a beige. Okay? We're gonna make 3 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Turn over, put your hook in the next stitch and grab the yarns on the back to secure it. We're gonna continue carrying it through the back like this. Pull your yarn through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull it through the last 2 loops. That's your first double crochet. We're gonna continue making double crochet in the next stitch. And as you can see, I'm not going to grab the yarn on the back. I'm gonna float it this time. Okay, I find that this is the best way to hide the yarn on the back. So I yarn over and pull it through the second loop, and then yarn over, pull it through the last 2 loops to complete this double crochet. Now in this next one, I'm going to grab the back yarns and hold it this way to secure it. I just find it better. I alternate. Only for this part of the 3 double crochet, what I do is I alternate. I hide the yarn better that way. Now we're gonna switch colors, so we're not gonna finish this double crochet. We're gonna leave these 2 loops in the hook, and we're gonna drop the beige yarn, and we're gonna grab the orange to work on the next pumpkin, finishing the stitch with the orange yarn. Now we're going to make the next cluster of 4 triple crochet, yarning over twice and putting your hook here on the next end, grabbing the back yarns to hide them on the back. Okay, like this. This is how it should be. Pull the yarn through. Now yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over twice, and again through the first 2 loops. Okay, just like that. You're gonna make 4, so 2 more. Perfect. Now you should end up with 9 here and 4 at the bottom. And this is where you switch to green again to make the stem. Let's do that together. You should end up with 10 little pumpkins. And always make sure that you tuck the yarn, all of them, to make sure that your stitches are not too loose, okay? Another thing you have to keep doing is making sure that the yarn doesn't get tangled. Time to join round 5. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to drop the green and grab the beige. But this is where we're going to join, right? We made already the 3 double crochet and the 3 chains, so we're going to join at the top of the chain right here. But instead of joining with the green, I'm going to join with the beige. And time to fasten off and cutting all the tails. Leaving long tails to weave in is better. Okay? And after weaving all the ends, you'll be done. You can make as many as you wish. This project doesn't take that long. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it very easy to follow. And don't forget that you can download the pattern. It's in the description box. And for those that live in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. If you like videos like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.